Life is unpredictable. An emergency can arise at any time, whether it's a medical emergency, a sudden job loss, or an unexpected major expenses. Having liquidity allows you to manage those circumstances more smoothly. In this video, I am going to share with you the power of liquidity. Hey there, welcome back. You're with me on Be a Moon, not a star. I love storytelling. Let's see this through an instance. Peter purchased a home before pandemic and started paying $1,000 as a monthly mortgage. A little background about Peter. Peter has been working with one of the top most MNC companies. When he got a promotion, Peter decided to pay $200 to the principal amount, in addition to the $1,000 he has been paying for the monthly mortgage. Everything was going smooth in his life until we hit the pandemic. Unfortunately, Peter was laid off from his organization, and literally 4 to 5 months he was unemployed. To make matters worse, he didn't have any liquidity or emergency fund to lead his life. Let's talk about the challenges that he faced when he didn't have emergency fund or liquidity. The first major challenge he faced was monthly mortgage. Since he was not able to make the monthly payment a few months in a row, he was about to lose his house. And number two, medical expenses. Many of us had medical emergency during pandemic, but he didn't have enough money to cover his medical expenses. Now let's see what he could have done differently. When he got a promotion, he decided to pay the $200 to the principal amount. Instead of that, you could have built emergency fund using the $200, because the first priority is having emergency fund than compared to any other investments or paying any principal amount. Having emergency fund will allow us to manage any of these unpredictable situations. Quick questions. How much I need as an emergency fund? Having 3 to 6 months of your expenses as emergency fund will give you more cushion. Number 2, where I can park my emergency fund. There are a couple of things that we need to consider where we can park our emergency fund. The first thing, your emergency fund should be in the safe and secure place. In addition to that, it should be quickly accessible, literally in a day or two. Number 2, the rate of return from your emergency fund must beat inflation percent. In the United States, the average inflation rate is between 2 to 3%. I'm happy to share with you where I park my emergency fund. And a quick reminder, I am not your financial advisor though. I park my emergency fund in the high yield savings account. What is high yield savings account? High yield savings account is little different than the traditional savings account. Like Bank of America, Chase, or Wells Fargo, those are traditional banks. 99% of high yield savings account or online banks. They offer the interest rate between 3 to 5%. It depends on the bank. Let's talk about the pros and cons of high yield savings account. Number 1, higher interest rate. Traditional bank, as I mentioned earlier, you may get the interest rate between 0.01 to 0.05%. Literally, you'll get nothing. But through high yield savings account, you may get the interest rate between 3 to 5%. It depends on the bank. Number 2, you can make 6 transactions per month with no fee. And number 3, your money is protected up to 250K as per FDIC. Hypothetically speaking, if you have 300K as an emergency fund, then you can create 2 high yield savings accounts from different banks. Let's talk about the cons. The first one, whatever interest that we earn from the high yield savings account, we have to pay tax for that. And number 2, the interest that we earn from high yield savings account is not fixed. Due to various reasons and circumstances, your interest can vary. So that says it's not necessary that you always need to keep your emergency fund in the high yield savings account. We just need to consider two things. Number one, your emergency fund should be quickly accessible and it should be in the safe and secure place. And more importantly, the rate of return from your emergency fund should beat inflation rate. Having these 2 points in consider, you can figure out where you can park your emergency fund. If you find this video informative, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel Be a Moon, Not a Star. We'll see you there in another video a week from now. Until then, I am Prakash.